Mei absolutely loves blizzards. I mean, she loves playing in the snow, of course. She even loves getting infinite Curie skins from Blizzard. She goes to visit resorts in the summer named Blizzard, and even her favorite drink is named after one. But with her own Blizzard, there's a problem. Players don't know how to use Blizzard lineups. If only someone knew how to throw them. Oh wait, I know how to throw Mei lineups. In this video, I'm going to show you one Mei lineup for every map. Let me know if this video is amazing in the comments below. The furthest you can throw Mei lineups is about 45 meters, although it's impractical to actually throw a lineup from 45 meters away. Likewise, you can throw a blizzard straight up in the air for about 25 meters, but then it ruins the purpose of a lineup. Lineups are best utilized when you don't have enemies shooting you and you have time to set up. Otherwise, enemies will headshot you. Lineups take about 5 seconds to land, so keep that in mind when you're throwing it. In order for Blizzard to freeze an enemy, it must have line of sight, so if something's between the enemy and your ultimate, it will not work. However, there's one exception where you can freeze through your own wall and enemies won't see your Blizzard. You can also make Mei Blizzard instantly detonate by walling it. As far as Mei's perks, the Glacial Propulsion is really good for vertical movement, but you're going to want to choose Skating Rink for Blizzard lineups since that gives you 25 increased movement speed and 50 health per second while you're in it. For the major perk, it doesn't really matter. Deep Freeze will actually freeze enemies for a short time. Cryo Storm is going to do 70 damage per second while you're in Ice Block. Both of them are really good with Blizzard. On Busan, you're going to walk into the right side of this yellow line on the truck. Then you're going to aim your alt button on the edge of the window, but the dark part, and then you're just going to normal throw. You can also do the same thing on the other side. Just pinch yourself in the same spots, aim with your alt button on the corner of the window, and then throw. On Ilios, you're going to walk into this corner. You'll turn around and aim for this tall building pillar with your alt button, and then you're going to throw. On the other side, you can pinch yourself between the bush, same kind of location, aim your alt button up near the tall pillar, and throw. On Lijiang Tower, you're going to stand on top of this first trash can. Then you're going to aim for the edge of the windowsill, a little bit above it. You see I jump check and then aim in the black area and throw. If done correctly, this lands on the windowsill itself. I'll show you the other side as well. It's the same thing. You're going to jump on top of the first trash can. Then you're going to check for the edge of the windowsill. And then once you find that, you're going to aim right above that in the black area and throw. The reason this lineup is useful is because it hits both the stair side and people on point. On Nepal, pinch yourself between the wood board and the wall. Then aim for this corner, and it's important that you don't move while you throw this, but it'll land on point. You can do the exact same thing on the other side. Pinch yourself in the same spot, aim for the corner on the building, don't move, and throw. On Oasis, pinch yourself between the lower rail and the wall, then look up and aim for this middle spike and throw. You can do the same thing for the other side. Pinch yourself between the wall and the edge, aim for the middle spike and throw. On Samoa, pinch yourself within the doorway, then turn around and aim for this low corner in the building, but you're going to put your alt button there instead. Once you do that, go ahead and throw. You can do the same thing for the other side. Pinch yourself within the doorway, look for that corner where the top and bottom of the building meets, and then put your alt button there, and then go ahead and throw. On Circuit Royale, pinch yourself within this corner, then aim to the right of this window awning and just slightly to the right of the building. Then you're going to take your alt button and place it where your crosshair was, but align the left side of the alt button to the building and throw. This lineup prevents people from line of sighting your ultimate. It'll hit the right and left side of the barrier, the health pack room, and even it'll hit the high ground if anyone's lurking over top of it. On Dorado, pinch yourself within this corner. Then aim right below the spoke of the roof nearest to the high ground. Put the top of your alt button there and throw. On Havana, pinch yourself between the forklift and the box. Then you're going to aim for this blank sky and throw. On Junkertown, pinch yourself within the middle of this wall. Then aim where the pipe and the barrel meet and throw. On Rialto, you're going to pinch yourself within this corner. Then on the roof, you see the second spoke. You're going to aim your alt button there, as I show, and then throw. In order to make this lineup effective, you'll have to wall over top the right side, and then you can get value. On Route 66, pinch yourself within this corner. Then you're going to turn around and aim for the top where the rock in the background meets the foreground. You'll put the top of your alt button there, line it like this, and throw. On Shambali, pinch yourself within this corner. Then you're going to aim for the support beam with your alt button, as such, and throw. You're going to want to jump over the gap with the wall so that you can get there in time, but it'll freeze all play. On Watchpoint Gibraltar, pinch yourself between these boxes. Don't stand on top. You're then going to look up at this little red dot on the wing and throw. On Aatlis, you're going to want to stand directly on top of the middle of the box. Then you're going to look up and you're going to aim for the end of the sail that kind of looks like a light post and throw. On New Junk City, you're going to walk into this corner. Then with your crosshair, you're going to aim at the top of this orange piece and throw. On Suravasa, pinch yourself between the root and the wall. You're going to look at this corner, you need to precisely aim it there. And then you're going to do a jump throw by pressing jump and then a few frames after Q. And it's going to land directly on point. It is important that you time the jump throw correctly. If you don't, what's going to happen is it's going to break against the wall. It'll look terrible. So just make sure you do some practice on this one. In Blizzard World, you're going to pinch yourself in the middle of the wall. Then you're going to look up at this window. You're going to go to the second pane and aim in the middle. But do that with your alt button and then throw. On Eichenwalde, pinch yourself within this corner. Then you're going to aim here. Once you've done that, aim with your alt button in the same location and then throw. On Hollywood, pinch yourself between the middle of this car. Then aim between the middle of the two windows. Then we're looking to align our alt button between the middle of the two windows. When you're ready, you can throw. On King's Row, you're going to pinch yourself within this corner. You're going to turn around and look straight up and put your crosshair here. The way I kind of rationalize it is I draw a line straight up from the right tower, and I aim between that and the point of the middle tower. On Midtown, put yourself in the middle of this trash can. You're going to turn around and put your crosshair on the top of this building. Then put your alt button in the same location and throw. On Numbani, put yourself on top of this rock and pinch yourself within the corner. You're then going to aim for this blank space, but you're going to put your whole alt icon in that blank space and throw. On Paraiso, pinch yourself within the right side of this corner. Then you're going to aim at the corner of the window with your crosshair. Replace that with your alt button. And then once you line that up, go ahead and throw. On Colosseo, you're going to pinch yourself within this corner. You're going to aim here with your crosshair. Put your alt button in the same place that your crosshair was. And then you're going to throw. You can do something similar on the other side, but you have to stand on top of this wooden box and pinch yourself. Then you're going to aim in a similar spot. Put your alt button there. And then throw. On Esperanca, pinch yourself against this light pole. Then you're going to turn to your left and aim in the middle of these two buildings. Then put the middle of your alt icon where I drew that line and place my crosshair and throw. The opposite side works the same way. Pinch yourself against the light pole. Then you're going to aim between the middle of these two buildings. Put your alt icon in the middle and throw. On New Queen Street, walk into this corner. Then you're going to aim for the very middle of this window and throw. You'll need to wall up to get access to high ground quickly, but it will freeze all of high ground and even a little bit of people on the outside. You can do the same thing for the other side, walk into the corner. Then you're going to aim for the middle of the window. Then you need to wall up to get access to high ground. On Runasapi, put yourself within this corner. Then put your crosshair between these two pennant buntings and throw. You can do the same thing on the other side. Pinch yourself within this corner. Aim above the first bunting here and throw. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe on YouTube and feel free to check out my other platforms in the description below.